Algo está ocurriendo con la conectividad del Restream ahora, pero continuemos si es que todavía están allí. Please, we can continue, Richard.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about this disconnection. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Never mind. So here you can see in the integration request, if I don't choose never in pass-through option and I add the mapping template, you can see there's actually a warning. Amazon has already think of this question and warned you that if you don't choose a never option, then every request will directly pass to the integration, which is the security issue. Amazon has already stated that it is a security issue because you are exposing the API endpoint of your DynamoDB table to public world. So for security reason, it will recommend you to use a never or when there's no template defined, so that whenever there's a template you are defining, API Gateway will choose to use the template. If you choose the first option, then definitely if you didn't define the template for those particular content type, it will pass whatever request from the client directly to DynamoDB. So in my demo, I will recommend you to choose never. Then every request to the DynamoDB will go through your template. Then you can restrict what customer can do with this template. And the second thing is the model. I have also said that API Gateway support you to do validation. You can always use the JSON schema to validate the request first. So you can avoid people doing evil thing like injection or something, because JSON schema also support regular expression, so you can always check the user input first. And the third thing is the authorizer. You can use you can see you can use a Lambda function to write your own authentication, or if you don't want to write your logic, then you can use AWS Cognito to do the authentication, so that you can protect some API point from publicly accessed, so that you need to verify the user first and expose the endpoint to them. And for authorizer, you can see in resources, it is supported based on the endpoint. So you can define, let's say, for the get request, authorization is required. But for post request, I don't need to do any authentication, just publicly accessible. So it is you can control in a very fine-grained way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Sorry about this, I don't know, happening, but let's continue with the questions and hope anything wrong happen again. So I think the question is related to what you last said, and it's this: can global variables to automate mapping templates? Fine.
Global variables. I'm not sure what it means for global variables, because the mapping template. Let me try to understand the question. So if you are talking about the variables, for mapping template, you can see, for mapping template, it is like mapping, is set a mapping. Then it is going to map the user input to the output to another form. So it is using the variable that is provided by the input, or I have said API Gateway also provide you the context variable, which give you many context information. But I guess the question is for global variable is that like for the table name, then how can I, because this API Gateway is designed for this table, then I think the question is, how can I generate this table name without a copy and paste everywhere? And for this question, actually, this template I'm using AWS CDK to do it. So let me show you. AWS CDK is built on top of CloudFormation template. So a CloudFormation template is that you can create your workload with a YAML template. And by using CDK, you can write your own language. Like you can use Python to write the CloudFormation template. So you can see here, if you see template, actually I have deployed a sample stack using a CloudFormation. You can see in here, I use template. Then you can see here, I create a DynamoDB table with the name table, blah, blah, blah. Then for the request mapping template, you can see I actually put the table name. Where is the table name? Sorry, let me find it. You can see the table name IM. This is the template. You can see this is the request template. CloudFormation will read this template and help me to deploy the entire stack. And obviously, with this request template, you can see the table name I am referencing the table that I have created in this CloudFormation stack. So if you are talking about how we can use global variable, I will say is the best practice to build the infrastructure using infrastructure as code. If you are using CloudFormation, then definitely you can define a global variable in CloudFormation template and reference the variable everywhere you want. But if you are going to talk about a more easy way to do, then I will definitely suggest you to use AWS CDK, which is you can use your own language, a programming language, to generate the CloudFormation template that I've shown you. So yeah, so CDK you can use. You can use the your own your own programming language. Then it will provision the application with CloudFormation for you. If you are the DevOps engineer, I definitely suggest you to try it out. Yeah.
So great, Richard. That was a great answer about using CDK in adding more complex types of variables inside your mapping templates. So I have a last question here. When you talk about DevOps engineer, and I remember when we were talking about few minutes before starting your presentation about your certifications in professionals in AWS. So I'm gonna put this. Maybe everyone's want to hear. Maybe always want to hear about your experience, and tell us what you told us before about tips and tricks, and a few funny things you told us about your first try.
I think many people have their suggestion, like reading the white paper and do the sample exam, and I think it is true, but I think many people already know that. But for more different approach that I have used to prepare my exam is that reading the AWS white paper is really boring, right? So to gain more knowledge on those AWS services, why they come out, and especially the network part, because I found network part is really difficult for me to understand because there are many different connections and private subnet, and it is headache to me. But if you take a look at YouTube, then you can see there are many talk here. You can see it's like 1 hour each. Then you can really watch those video, especially for the reInvent. You can search for reInvent 2019, reInvent 2018, 2017, and you can watch the video if you have time, because I know that reading white paper is really boring and you need to focus on reading it. But if you watch the video, you can do your thing while reading, because you can always listen to the presenter without watching them. I think it's easier to digest. And you can see here I have watched a video on the transit gateway. If you don't know, transit gateway is a really complex thing that combining a VPC and direct connect and a net gateway, blah blah blah, into a single hub. If you don't watch this kind of diagram and with the presenter walk you through, then you will easily get lost. And yeah, you for the professional exam, you definitely need to know the basic concept, the idea behind before you go to the exam. So I think watching the reInvent video is really useful, and it's easier to digest than just reading articles. Yeah.
Great, Richard. Did you tell us that you scored 900 something in your first try?
Yeah, 920 something out of 1,000.
My apologies.
It also surprised me. Also surprised me.
Yeah. That's a great example of good student. Great.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, thank you very much for being here, for sharing knowledge in serverless. We really enjoy this evening. For you, I think you're going to take your breakfast. I don't know what time is there, but
but it's morning here.
Okay, great. Wow, 12 hours in between. So great. I'll tell you that AWS user group really loves you. I really hope that you can stay with us in the next weekends or the next month for another great talk about maybe security. So I will give you an invitation from now, and I hope we can talk together and share our knowledge together from the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Richard, and
thank you.
Goodbye, and say hi, and goodbye to our community. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Hasta luego a todos, y muchas gracias por estar aquí, muchachos. Muy buenas noches y feliz Día del Padre. Happy Father's Day. I don't know if you, Richard, are your father, but tomorrow is Father's Day here, so I don't know. So, para todo el mundo, comunidad, desde aquí, feliz Día del Padre a todos ustedes. Ya nos vemos pronto. Hasta luego. Bye bye. Bye, Richard.